Day 9. The Money Magnet. It is only with gratitude that life becomes rich. Gratitude is riches and complaint is poverty. It's the golden rule of your whole life, whether it is your health, job, relationships, or money. The more grateful you can be for the money you have, even if you don't have very much, the more riches you will receive. And the more you complain about money, the poorer you will become. Today's magical practice turns one of the biggest reasons people complain about money into an act of gratitude, and so it has double the power to change the circumstances of your money. You will be replacing a complaint which makes you poorer with gratitude which magically brings you riches. Most people would not think they complain about money, but if there is a lack of money in their life, they are complaining without realizing it. Complaining happens through people's thoughts as well as their words, and most people are not aware of the many thoughts in their head. Any complaining, negative, jealous, or worried thoughts or words about money are literally creating poverty. And of course, the biggest complaints come when money has to be paid out. If you don't have enough money, paying your bills can be one of the most difficult things to do. It can seem like there is a greater stream of bills than there is a money to pay them. But if you complain about your bills, then what you are really doing is complaining about money, and complaining keeps you in poverty. If you don't have enough money, the last thing you would normally do is feel grateful for your bills. But in fact, that's exactly what you have to do to receive more money in your life. To have a rich life, you must be grateful for everything to do with money, and begrudging your bills is not being grateful. You must do the exact opposite, which is to be grateful for the goods or services you have received from those who build you. It is such a simple thing to do, but it will have a monumental effect on the money in your life. You will literally become a money magnet. To be grateful for a bill, think about how much you have benefited from the service or goods on the bill. If it is payment for rent or mortgage, be grateful that you have a home and you are living in it. What if the only way you could live in a home was by saving up all the money and paying cash for it? What if there was no such thing as lending institutions or places to rent? Most of us would be living on the streets. So be grateful to the lending institutions or your landlord because they have made it possible for you to live in a home or apartment. If you are paying a bill for gas or electricity, think about the heating or cooling you received, the hot showers, and every appliance you were able to use because of the service. If you are paying a phone or internet bill, imagine how difficult your life would be if you had to travel vast distances to talk to each person individually. Think about how many times you have been able to call family and friends, send and receive emails, or access information instantly through the internet because of your service provider. All of these remarkable services are at your fingertips. So be grateful for them and be grateful that the companies trust you by providing their services before you have paid for them. Ever since I discovered the phenomenal power of gratitude, I write the magic words "Thank you, paid" on every bill as I pay it, and I never miss a single one. At the beginning, when I didn't have the money to pay a bill, I would still use gratitude's magical power and would instead write across the bill, thank you for the money. Then when I had the money to pay it, I would add, thank you, paid. Today you are going to do the same. Take any currently unpaid bills you have and use gratitude's magical power by writing across them, thank you for the money. And feel grateful for having the money to pay the bill, whether you have it or not. If you receive and pay most of your bills online, then when you receive an online bill, forward it to yourself as an email and write in the subject line in capital bold letters, thank you for the money. Next, find 10 bills you have paid in the past and write across the front of each one of the magic words, thank you, paid. As you write on each paid bill, feel as grateful as you possibly can that you had the money to pay the bill. The more gratitude you can harness for the bills you have paid, the more money you will magically magnetize to you. From this day forward, you could make it your regular practice that whenever you pay a bill, you briefly think about the great service you have received from the bill and write across the face of the bill the magic words, thank you, paid. And if you don't have the money to pay a bill, use gratitude's magical power and write, thank you for the money. And feel as if you are saying thank you because you have the money to pay the bill. Feeling gratitude for the money you have paid out guarantees you will receive more. Gratitude is like a magnetic golden thread attached to your money. So when you pay money out, the money always returns to you, sometimes equally, sometimes tenfold, sometimes 100-fold. The abundance you receive back depends not on how much money you give, but on how much gratitude you give. You could have so much gratitude when you pay a bill for $50 that you could receive back hundreds of dollars. Magic practice number 9. The money magnet. Number 1. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list and at the end of each blessing say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number 2. Take any current unpaid bills you have, use gratitude's magical power and write across each one, thank you for the money. Feel grateful for having the money to pay the bill, whether you have it or not. Number 3. Take 10 bills you have paid in the past and write across the front of each one of them the magic words, thank you, paid. Feel truly grateful that you had the money to pay the bill. Number 4. Before you go to sleep, take your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. Thank you.